Read what she says now, 1 through 5 in chapter 19. Now Ahab told Jezebel everything Elijah had done and how he had killed all the prophets with the sword. So Jezebel sent a messenger to Elijah to say, "May the gods deal with me, be it ever so severely, if by this time tomorrow I do not make you like that of one of them." Elijah was afraid and ran for his life. When he came to Beersheba in Judah, he left his servant there while he himself went a day's journey into the desert. He came to a broom tree, sat down and under it, and prayed that he might die. "I have had enough, Lord," he said. "Take my life. I am no better than my ancestors." Then he lay down under the tree and fell asleep. That's hilarious. Just like a human, right? What in the world? To see the wonders of God, to experience his presence, his miracles, and then run at the first sign of trouble. Why did Elijah believe that God would torch that offering with all the water covering and all that? Why would he believe that God could do that but not protect him from Queen Jezebel? I don't know. It kind of sounds like me, though, to be honest. Like, same with the disciples. I'm like, how in the world? If I saw fire fall from heaven, it would change my life. I would never sin again. But that's not true. That humans are corrupt, okay? Our hearts are deceitful above all things. And so no matter what, we just got to keep our eyes focused on God. But anyway, Elijah pieces out. He runs, he hides. Okay, now, chapter 19, 9 through 13. Let's take a look at that. There he went into a cave and spent the night. And the word of the Lord came to him. "And what are you doing here, Elijah?" He replied, "I have been very zealous for the Lord God Almighty. The Israelites have rejected your covenant, broken down your altars, and put your prophets to death with the sword. I am the only one left, and now they are trying to kill me too." The Lord said, "Go out and stand on the mountains in the presence of the Lord, for the Lord is about to pass by." Then a great and powerful wind tore the mountains apart and shattered the rocks before the Lord. But the Lord was not in the wind. After the wind, there was an earthquake. But the Lord was not in the earthquake. After the earthquake came a fire. But the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire came a gentle whisper. When Elijah heard it, he pulled his cloak over his face and went out and stood at the mouth of the cave. Then a voice said to Elijah, "What are you doing here?" I can picture Elijah through this whole sequence as each of these things taking place, seeing what's happening and thinking, certainly this is God. You know, the wind sweeps in, says boulders are falling around him. This is God. God is saying something to me today. But God wasn't in the wind. And an earthquake comes and trees are falling and the ground is cracking in front of him. This is God. God was not in the earthquake. Then a fire comes, and Elijah's thinking, this is classic God. Fire from heaven, this is classic God. It says God was not in the fire, but a small whisper, another translation would say a still small voice came to Elijah. You see, God rarely speaks to us in ways that we expect him to. Sometimes he hits you right in the face with it, and sometimes it's a whisper. Sometimes, we'll open our Bibles at night during our devotion time or wherever. God, I need something. I need a word. Lord, please, anything. I remember sometimes when I was growing up, you ever do this where you flip through the pages of the Bible and just kind of point your finger down and just hope it's a good one? And hope that God would speak to me through that verse. I look down, it's a Song of Solomon. Well, yeah, okay, God. No, that's not what I meant. But we close our Bibles. We didn't get anything out of it during our devotion times. It sometimes just feels like we're just reading a book. And we wonder, where were you, God? I needed that. Sometimes we lay in bed in prayer at night and just in grief and sorrow and mourning, whatever it could be. God, I really need direction, Lord. I need some help. I need clarity. And sometimes it feels like those prayers just hit the ceiling sometimes. Sometimes we'll go to church on our drive home, on our drive to church. We'll say, God, really need something today. I need to hear something, a word. I'm really struggling. I'm having a hard week, Lord. And church comes and goes, and we feel the same way on the drive home. But then that still small voice comes to us when we are least expecting it, and we know for a matter of fact, that was God. Wow. Very rarely does God speak to us in ways that we're expecting it, but he does speak to us in ways that he knows we'll understand it. Okay, later in the car, or in the shower, at the grocery store, or cleaning dishes. Maybe it's a song on the radio, a billboard you see on the side of the road, an interaction with a stranger or a friend, something you were not expecting, but you know immediately, whoa, there it is, there it is. That still small voice comes to us when we least expect it.